In a case that rocked Pleasantville, Iowa, a seemingly devoted wife was unmasked as a would-be killer. Daisy Zantjer's weapon of choice? Eye drops, a common household item with deadly potential. What drove her to betray her husband in such a chilling manner? When her husband fell mysteriously ill, authorities were baffled until they discovered the deadly weapon hidden in plain sight. A bottle of common eye drops. Daisy Zantjer's chilling plot to poison her spouse shook a quiet Iowa town and revealed a shocking betrayal. In July 2023, Jason Zantjer, a Pleasantville resident and father of 3, began to experience unexplained and alarming health problems. The symptoms were sporadic but severe: difficulty breathing, dizzy spells, and dangerously low blood pressure. Doctors were baffled, as there seemed to be no underlying condition to explain his sudden deterioration. As Jason's symptoms worsened, he grew increasingly suspicious that his wife, Daisy, might have something to do with his illness. Daisy Zantjer, 39, was known in the community for her advocacy of clean living and natural remedies. She maintained a popular blog where she shared tips for reducing toxins in the household. Her wholesome image made the allegations against her even more shocking when Jason's suspicions were confirmed. Please subscribe to our channel and make comments about what you think of our videos. Authorities launched an investigation, and the truth was far more chilling than anyone could have imagined. Daisy had been secretly adding tetrahydrozoline, the active ingredient in over-the-counter eye drops, to Jason's drinks. When consumed, tetrahydrozoline can cause severe symptoms, including low heart rates, respiratory distress, and in high doses, potentially fatal outcomes.
Are very dangerous, and even consumed in small amounts can cause big problems. Ingest it very rapidly can cross the blood barrier and have toxic effects within your blood, your brain, your central nervous system, and quickly affects the whole body.
Investigators determined that Daisy had poisoned Jason on at least 2 occasions. Her motives remained murky, but evidence pointed to long-standing marital discord. Jason later revealed to detectives that their marriage had been strained for years, with frequent arguments and growing resentment on both sides. On July 30, 2024, Daisy Zantjer was arrested and charged with 2 counts of administering harmful substances and 2 counts of domestic abuse. The case drew widespread attention, not only because of the unusual method of poisoning, but also because it highlighted the insidious nature of domestic abuse, which often remains hidden behind closed doors. During the trial, Daisy admitted her guilt as part of a plea deal. Prosecutors presented damning evidence, including text messages in which she appeared to research methods of poisoning and the effects of tetrahydrozoline ingestion. They also uncovered receipts for large quantities of eye drops purchased in the months leading up to the poisoning incidents. Jason, who survived the ordeal, testified in court, sharing his shock and heartbreak at discovering his wife's betrayal. "She wasn't just my wife. She was my best friend," he told the court. "To think that someone you trust with your life could be the one trying to end it is unbearable." The Zantjer case sent shockwaves through the small town of Pleasantville. Friends and neighbors expressed disbelief that Daisy, who had seemed so devoted to her family, could commit such a heinous act. Many pointed to the juxtaposition of her public image as a proponent of health and wellness and the malicious use of a common household item as a weapon.
Mr. Gibson, are you aware of any legal cause why judgment and sentence should not now be pronounced?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Dyer?
No, Your Honor.
You have requested, ma'am, a deferred judgment. At this time, ma'am, I'm finding that you are convicted of those offenses. For these reasons, you are sentenced as follows. As to count 1, administering a harmful substance, a Class D felony. You are committed to the custody of the Director of the Iowa Department of Corrections for a term not to exceed 5 years. As to count 2, domestic abuse assault causing bodily injury, a serious misdemeanor. You are committed to the custody of the Director of the Iowa Department of Corrections for a term of 1 year. Additionally, you are ordered to obtain a mental health evaluation and to comply with all recommendations therein, The court is aware, ma'am, that you have already done that. That is the order of the court. We are adjourned.
The case remains a chilling reminder of how easily trust can be broken and the often hidden dangers of domestic abuse. Jason has since filed for divorce and is focusing on rebuilding his life with his children, determined to move forward despite the trauma. Please subscribe to our channel and make comments about what you think of our videos.